resuming debate. Congressman Hill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm thankful for the opportunity to speak on the important issue of organ donation in Canada. First, I would like to start by my remarks by thanking the member for Calgary Confederation for bringing this issue back to the attention of the Canadians and this House. We'll also be recognizing National Organ and Tissue Donation Awareness Week, which will take place the week of April 18 to 24th this year. This is a timely discussion, as this upcoming event raises awareness about the critical need for more donors across the country and encourages Canadians to register their decision and to talk to their loved ones about organ donation. Madam Speaker, this topic hits close to home for me, as my family and I are all registered organ and tissue donor. I believe more Canadians should at least consider this option, as we see rising number of people added to the wait list each year. According to the latest data from the Canadian Organ Replacement Register, in 2019, a total of 3,014 organ transplant procedures were performed in Canada, which is an increase of about 42% since 2010. Despite this good news, Madam Speaker, the national data shows that there are approximately 4,400 people in Canada waiting for organ transplant, and more than 1,600 people are added to the list each year. Sadly, due to this, an estimated 250 people die each year while waiting for a transplant. And as our population ages, Madam Speaker, the need for an organ and tissue donation keep increasing. Madam Speaker, the Government of Canada recognizes the value of organ and tissue donation and transplantation. Since 2018, the government has supported an initiative called the Organ Donation and Transplantation Collaboratives, led by Health Canada. The collaborative's goal is to achieve organ donation improvement that result in better patient outcome and an increase in the number and quality of successful transplantation. And Madam Speaker, the government recognized that too many Canadians are on this organ wait list. We are committed to improving the organ and tissue donation and transplantation system. Alongside the provinces, territories, and key stakeholders, we are establishing leading practices, strengthening professional education, and raising awareness to improve organ and tissue donation. The Government of Canada continues to work collaboratively with organizations like Canadian Blood Services, as well as the provinces and territories, in order to help encourage public participation and increase organ donation rates across Canada. Additionally, I'm proud to say that in Budget 2019, the government allocated $36.5 million to develop a pan-Canadian data and performance system for organ donation and transplantation. Madam Speaker, I'd like to briefly note that my colleague, the member for Vaughan Woodbridge, suggested certain amendments at committee stage to make Bill C-10 easier for CRA to implement. While they were not adopted, I believe it's important to review and discuss the intention behind the amendments. I want to emphasize that we all want the objectives of Bill C-10 to become a reality, and sooner rather than later. At any moment, Madam Speaker, anyone in this room or their loved ones could be indeed of need of an organ, and I sincerely hope that it will be there when we need it. Therefore, I want to take a moment to address some concerns regarding the implementation of this bill. I believe that the current legislation, which has the CRA directly collecting organ and donor consent on behalf of the province and territories, could potentially cause significant roadblock and time-consuming delays. For the CRA to implement C-10 in time for the next tax filing season, which will occur next year, we need the quick engagement and support of provinces and territories. We have spoken in the past about the need for an efficient implementation of this bill. The member for Vaughan Woodbridge proposed an amendment that would have the CRA collect and share the personal information of individuals wishing to become organ and tissue donor with their respective provinces and territories. The province and territories in turn would obtain consent from Canadians to share this information and store it in a database. Although this amendment was defeated, I still emphasize the critical role of the provinces and territories in the administration of this bill, as the maintenance of donor information is legally within their jurisdiction. Additionally, the legal requirements of donor eligibility and informed consent are very complex and vary greatly by jurisdiction in Canada. And so it will have different applications for each provinces and territories. This is also why my colleague, the member for Vaughan Woodbridge, proposed adding a separate sheet for organ donation that could be inserted into the T1 income tax package. This sheet was modeled on the insert page for the Ontario Trillium benefit, where a separate page is inserted into the tax package of Ontario residents and then provided directly to the province of Ontario. Madam Speaker, despite these concerns, I want to reiterate that the CRA will continue to respect the role that the province and territories play in organ and tissue donation, ensuring that Canadians' personal information is handled securely. I believe strongly, Madam Speaker, that this collaboration between CRA and provincial and territorial governments is essential to delivering real, positive change to Canadians. In fact, I believe that having pan-Canadian data system in place will support decision-making as well as improve patient care. It will also help create better records which could be used for both monitoring and forecasting purposes. Despite these concerns about the manner of the implementation, Madam Speaker, rest assured that the Government of Canada will fully support this bill, Bill C-210. The CRA will continue to work with all parties to make the member for Calgary Confederation's objective a reality, which makes the dream of saving the lives of thousands of Canadians a reality. It is only by working together that we will continue to improve the organ and tissue donation progress, along with the transplantation system, and ensure that Canadians have timely and effective access to care. I encourage all the members in this House to vote in support of this bill once again. Thank you, Madam Speaker.